Another one.
That's another one.
That's a
nice.
lot of push for LGD now.
Yeah, this is going to be really scary for Secret, especially the silence as well from Death Prophet. Storm, he's not...
It's very unlikely that you actually get any kills with it. It's just going to be a defensive measure for the time being.
And how'd he get these levels in a tri-lane?
I think they were hoping they'd get kills, but tri-laning against Sven, never a good idea here.
First there it is, Xnova. The last shot from him will secure first blood against what is Secret's usual mid player. Now playing in an aggro tri-lane for them and giving Nisha Medusa the 1v1.
And the scary part right now is that you're giving me you're tri-laning against probably the best tri-lane hero in Dota right now. Like, I think that Sven, the reason why he's so good is he's unmatched.
Mars feels like he should be able to come out on top. He's just got better farming mechanisms, and his physical damage can kind of wear the team down.
I mean, you have good Baraz,
Managed to get the lucky shot onto the Storm. The follow-up with the Storm Bolt as well as this ensnare. They might be able to grab mid-one. They're going to turn, try and finish off Ame as well. That's okay, but now they're going to get Xnova as well, as Puppey's willing to dive that tower with all the armor.
On the Storm, and that's where the Storm's high base armor is going to help him out a little bit.
He really did trust, like, the fact, like, oh, I've got Warcry, like, I should be tanky enough, but... Oh, catching. That's the perfect hero to catch out of position here. Xnova a little bit too far forward, gets telekinesis back, and there's not much that PSG.LGD can do in return. They get some damage on a mid one, but he will definitely be fine. If anything, FY needs to be able to juke into the trees here, but Puppey just stays right on top of him. He can't not get away from the captain of teams.
Have to go on.
Yeah.
Theoretically.
And how can you really get to that back line? Especially since Pango's not going to offer you the best tri-lane either. He does manage to get another lucky shot proc. Fortunately, there's the absolute TP'd in, but maybe he really wants to go for this kill. He knows Nisha's entirely out of mana. One last Crypt Swarm will secure it, and he's got plenty of extra bits of regen, so he should be fine here. He's got 2 stick charges as well as the Buried Fire. And FY level of Devour, which makes the regen rate go from 3 to 8. He's already super value level. He just went all offense.
And because of the fact that he killed the solo offlaner who was doing well for himself, he's already level 6 as bottom lane. FY gonna get gone on.
Warcry going out, but immediately just beaten down. FY is gonna be fire blasted to death, and Ame, once again, cannot protect his supports. Themselves are gonna get a ward in that triangle area where they know the Medusa is eventually gonna start farming up Ancients, playing the high ground here to be able to catch Yapzor as he rotates over. Should be a pretty easy kill with the Shackles. Yapzor is going to be able to get the Fate Bolt. That'll slow down a lot of damage, but FY still holding on to the Swashbuckle. Doesn't actually hit him, but it doesn't matter. They still get the kill. Now potentially dive here in the mid lane. The Exorcism goes out, and maybe he's just going to run down Puppey inside the trees. Puppey trying to juke it out as best as possible. Doesn't manage to get the creeps to block in the Death Prophet for him. Now Death Prophet goes up. Eventually they do kill Puppey, yes, but there's no way for maybe to get out. What a...
All 3 cores continue to farm at bottom lane.
Try, managed to get the spear onto the Medusa, but she's super tanky, especially with the nerfed wall damage. Chalice is not going to be able to do enough. Secret may be able to control this top bounty. In fact, they're all moving up here now to go for Ame. It looks like they're going to pull him back, get the Doom onto him. Now, the rest of LGD is not too far away, but it looks like they're just doing too much damage. The percentage-based Infernal Blade just looks so good.
They do want to secure the bounty runes, though, and that's why Secret up here with all 3.
They're going to try and go forward with the Exorcism. Manage to get the lucky shot onto Doomside's committing himself to be able to pick up the bounty rune. Now trying to get out the Shackles into the high ground onto the Storm Spirit, who's going to go for that kill, and the Shadow Shaman will be able to get him to slow down onto Zai. FY has another Swashbuckle coming up. Doesn't need it, though. The Crypt Swarm.
Wanted to kill FY.
That kill. They're going to try and go for FY here, as he is so squishy. The Fate Bolt's going to be enough, but mid one's a little bit low. Fortunately, he does have plenty of mana. Yapzor is going to put a drain onto maybe slowing him down. So maybe just really
time. Their real win condition, Nisha, just continues to farm.
Secret may believe in the Medusa versus Sven matchup. It hasn't gone their way. We're going to have another fight here, as they are going to have the Rolling Thunder as well as the Arena Pop. The supports in the back line are stuck right now.
Doing so much.
Going to do a whole lot. Mid one's going to be able to jump in farther. Siege Chalice is super low. Going to be able to pull him back, and that's another death. And maybe run out of damage. FY. Another Swashbuckle coming up, but it's going to be so hard for him to escape from this, unless maybe they can actually turn with Xnova now joining. Maybe thinks they can go for it. Another good Crypt Swarm. Managed to get the Hex out onto the Doom. A big Infernal Flame hit onto the Death Prophet, bringing him low. They do manage to get a good Swashbuckle in, but they're all so damn tanky. PSG.LGD, they just underestimate how tanky Secret is right now. They can't eat through the Doom. The Storm has too much armor. And it looked like a good setup there with the wall into the Rolling Thunder where he was just able to do a lot of damage, but they couldn't kill the Ogre. They did a lot of damage to him, but couldn't actually finish him off because he's too tanky. The Rubik dies, yes, but it was a free game for the cores of that. We do see that we're going to make a dive here in the top lane where they're going to be able to pull back this Sven. 2 cores dead at top. Secret is just totally outmaneuvering PSG.LGD and out-team fighting them. Puppy doesn't care about a tier 2 tower. He'll go for the kill onto X-Nova. The healthy Yapzor. 3 rotated 4 heroes up the top lane. They didn't try and invade, right? They let PSG.LGD run into them. FY's trying to set up right now. Goes for the Rolling Thunder with a TP in from Mars, but feels like that was a little bit slow. They do manage to get the arena grab onto the Medusa, so it's going to waste a large part of that Stone Gaze timing. Does manage to get the spear stun as well. It's totally out of mana, and he's just going to get bursted down from here. Unless I can somehow stop it. A really great stop. The toss back with the telekinesis as well. The long zip bait is going to be able to grab and kill maybe the Gold Scepter. He's going to be left for dead. He knows he can't survive. One last swing from mid one will do it. Challenge is just going to try and get out of Faithful. Zaps him down. F1
does, where they don't over-rotate.
Yeah.
They're going to pay for it with their lives. Mid one.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty happy with that fight set up by Nisha. They are going to be able to get the Doom onto the Death Prophet, just bursting her down so quickly. The Rolling Thunder is going to be there too late. They do have their arena out, but X-Nova's already dead. 2 down for PSG.LGD, and they couldn't actually finish up Nisha either, so now Chalice is stuck in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by secret heroes. 3 prioritizing the team fight item as soon as possible. Not getting greedy with his ideas.
They're going to grab this tower for free. Very hard for PSG.LGD to take that. Mid one gets...
Shows how strong he thinks he is, right?
Yeah, with the
like,
BKB.
I've got this 10-second BKB. I can go pretty much by myself and challenge like 3 heroes next to a tier 3 rather.
Positioning right now of Zai, holding that high ground area. Nisha going to get stunned up, but...
Oh, this is a tough tower to defend. We're going to have to wrap around here. There is going to be the Doom. If they can actually just get out and reset, it'd be fantastic, but there's always going to be that catch from mid-one, who managed to grab X-Nova, who turns around and throws some of his abilities. He actually had the War Cry helping him out there and was able to survive for a long time. Tried to get the spear out, wasn't able to get the storm, as now Chalice is just going to retreat, but mid-one's going to be able to jump back in, pull some heroes out. The Rolling Thunder is going to be able to bounce around. They got the stun on the storm. They killed him. Now the Rolling Thunder is stunning up so much. Ame tries to go for the kill on Anisha, who runs out of mana, yes, but just survives just long enough to get the stone form and force these heroes to retreat. The Death Prophet.
The Doom is always a core remover as well.
Double damage, Nisha with an eye of Scotty. They're going to show up, manage to get a good stun, starting off onto the Mars. Going to try and blow him up as quick as possible with the Surfer's Ward surrounding, but they do have that BKB for Zai, so he can walk on through, go for X-Nova, try and beat him down, but he actually just wants to be able to get out. Nisha is getting stunned up around these Surfer Wards, and is a little bit low on mana right now, but now to jump in for the Storms here. That's why he was able to make that kind of commitment and just challenge Ame with the God Strength. No problem, they should be able to bring him down. They do manage to get the Storm Spirit, though. A great sounds from the Death Prophet. That is going to be the first life of the Storm, and he'll be back soon. Then Sven is going to throw out another Storm Bolt. If he can actually close the distance, get on top of Nisha, they can certainly win this fight. Nisha so low, should be able to get him just a couple more shots. FY, maybe he can find him, but they do get the Fire Blast on FY, and he actually dies here, so Nisha, he's going to be able to TP out. What a great turn by Puppy and Yapzor, protecting Nisha from the pursuit of gives you, I mean, it feels like a perfect item for Death Prophet, right? It gives you good stats and everything. You see the initiation, going for Chalice first, because it's the hero they ran into. A very slow kill, thanks to that Bulwark.
And the wards just stayed alive the entire time.
Yeah, they ended up doing so much damage. A bit unfortunate, Ame, like, he blows the God Strength, it just really doesn't get that much damage in its first life. But now we're going to head back into the game where Ame is in serious trouble. He's going to try and fight up against Zai. And thanks to a little bit of Blast Lifesteal, he is doing okay for himself. Now the man comes out from FY. Warcry going down as well. Ame just barely alive, but finally the Infernal Blade finished him off. They still get a really good a whole lot of smokes in the laning phase. It just means they have more to utilize as they head into the mid-game. And PSG.LGD may not be expecting the second smoke. They're going to start off on Ame here. And he's so isolated from the rest of his team that it is a clear death for him. The carry and hide away into the trees here. Zai doesn't spot him, but there is going to be the Roshan spawning just at the right time for Secret. No buyback. PSG.LGD unlikely to have a game plan here. FY is going to try and get the Rolling Thunder off. They managed to get the silence. Oh, this would be big. Rolling Thunder is going to be able to nab him once, but now he's no longer silenced. But there is going to be the Hex just in time. One more hit out, and that should be enough now as there's Chalice following it up. Now if they get... it's funny, the net worth pretty much stays the same because Secret's greediness also got them. Oh, nice Hex. They turn around. They're going to be able to get the spear onto the Storm Spirit. FY, they need him to roll into that back line to trap this Storm while he's still silenced up, but it looks like they're not going to commit for this fight. They've thrown away the arena as well as the Serpent Wards, and look at Secret. They're like, well, they used a bunch of abilities. Time to go for it. No God Strength. They're going to try and get some swashbuckle damage in here. Ame makes the commitment. Trying to go Yaptor has the ball. Possible with the ball from Yaptor. He's controlling so many of these heroes. Now he managed to get a spear drain onto the Death Prophet as well. BKB goes out. Roshan about to drop. They need to be able to finish it up. Nisha solo as well. They can't afford to Nisha get the edges. Yes! Chalice gets it just in time. And Nisha, Short Spirit goes down. They need to be able to get away. Secret. Zai is just trying to run down the river right now, but maybe he's got him dead to rights. 3 dead on the side of Secret. Puppy gonna be caught as well. They can't get away from all these blink daggers. What a win. Secret thought to themselves, hey, ready to go. But between the glyph and the Storm coming back up, it seems like maybe wants to hold on to this big one until they get a better initiation. Maybe with the pick off on the Ogre here, they'll take that kill.
That was the buyback.
That was a buyback. 70 seconds. Second to be the Deuce on the upcoming fight is going to be a lot weaker, and now they go for it with the God Strength activated. Absolutely. Mid one was trying to push that lane out, but it's a bit too late now. The Siege Wagon even stays alive. And maybe, apparently just doesn't need to pop the Exorcism. Best part is he could just save it for the team fight, let his Aghanim Scepter as well as his God Strength Sven do all the work. All the heavy lifting done by him. He's going to run forward, try and catch Nisha. Nisha does not get speared in. Now Chalice a bit too far forward, going to be pulled into the tier 4s by mid one. A really good stone gaze as well. So Chalice is definitely dead, but it is only the first life for him. FY meanwhile going for the back line, just trying to stop some of these heroes from saving Nisha. They're trying to focus him down right now. The arena, spear to Nisha. He's almost dead, getting him bursted down. No buyback for him. Now Zai, stuck inside the arena as well. He's going to die. He does have buyback, but only him in mid one against the Exorcism. The Death Prophet just beating down the tier 4s. All of a sudden, PSG.LGD, they go from winning 1 fight to 2 to now going straight for the throne. They aren't going to be able to get a Storm Bolt. Mid one's just trying to jump out, go for the back line, but he gets out. He dodges the initiation, gets the X on the Storm, blocks it down, and mid one's dead with no buyback as well. Tier 4's gone. Zai's going to fall here as he tries to throw out a Doom against the Death Prophet, but she just doesn't care. PSG.LGD managed to take this game 1. You say Secret, they win in a hurry, but PSG.LGD, they prove they can do it right back.
If you look at the gold graph and the win probability chart, I mean, they...
暴露一个局部，看老饭店会做出什么样的应对。他这个剧有点难呀，这个线上两兄弟遇上剧毒和土猫之后不太好打。看一下双方的阵容吧，看看数据给的什么样的。整体来说，阵容看起来这个老干爹这个六星图的面积要大一些啊。
对，这上一把的话，这边的话阵容对比是看好一点 Secret 的
啊。看了一下阵容对比之后，发现上路发生了个一血，这边土猫陈和死问拿到了一血，得了一个胜券。这个分路的话，就是带着蝙蝠，拉比克打了一个3人路，
又来动手这边蝙蝠跟上不够输出够不够？ 继续追，挨一下，直接点了出来。Papi 拿到了这边蝙蝠的人头，
查理斯 CD 了，这有点难了。我发现现在这个队伍们也都比较会针对蝙蝠了，就是现在老干爹其实中期的节奏点我们可以看到，就首先大圣不能盲目跟团，中路是个美杜莎，对吧？那么现在这个阵容让我想起了那天那个红星打飞机，也是。那我感觉其实这样秘密打的话，是不是有一点？
土猫一个滚道，拉几个跟上一脚踢，跟上不攻输出一脚踢回去，跟上不攻输出带走了这边眉笔。对自己前期的一个线上补给能力是有点跟不上了。
这边大圣跳下来，蝙蝠给到一个棒，
板到跟上一个炎热，
被动打出来，那这个 死了，这也不
越往后面打会越好打一点。
因为秘密这个阵容中期确实太厉害了，团队装出奇之后，在一个这个土猫这个先手切入的情况下，这个老干爹稍微有点麻烦，稍微有点难打。
哎，我们看到蝙蝠想来动手斯问的时候，但是没想到后面土猫和老陈全部赶了过来，一手风暴之水水道，跟上土猫一个棍，跟上不够输出，直接带走。
是蝙蝠打的有一点太跳了，有点太跳了。毕竟有陈在，这个你不能说这个只看到一个陈就觉得他只有一个陈，随时是能把队友招过来的。哎，
下路是
下路。中路塔应该是开塔防守一下，但是想强行守的话也不好吧，全都帮过来了，哎，诺瓦要卖掉，
直接来动手这边末日，末日的话也是救不到，然后顺势也可以把中路这边塔稍微再耗一下。
上路塔，把你外塔先拔掉，然后把你也去入侵一下，
控制你这边的一个视野。
这眼，这样，打。远古野战已经做好了秘密的视野了。哎，主人这边
动手了，一锤锤两个，跟上这边普攻输出拉几个的法术爆发有点高。这里的话，蝙蝠拉到了对面的拉希克，但是并没有任何用。
一波交掉了土猫，可能不能看能不能找一下剧毒打一波联动吧？
这波想不想来找大圣？这个滚没滚到，让一脚踢了下来。这波大圣走不掉了，
这大帝没有
跟上拉希克的一波爆发，
但是无所谓啊，人该死是要死的，
直接带走，独宰比赛。
这个雾走得非常深，没有遇到人的话，看有没有人去做视野，毕竟也是带着陈开雾了，眼也没有啊。
看到了末日，但是赏金符的话是已经被末日给吃掉了。
这个末日给你了，好吧？拉比克不要再死了。
对，这是一个买活的拉比克。
拉比克赶紧溜，现在末日死。而且美杜莎现在没有到15级，没有这个秘书一蛇波澜天赋，楼塔守的也是相对来说比较艰难。
大帅直接开启大招，一板板到这边的拉希克，蝙蝠赶了过来，直接拉住拉希克，但是这一波输出上是够了，带走了拉希克，但是拉希克直接选择了买活。末日的话没有人刚住这边斯文的输出，往前再追，土猫大招是只花到了4个，还有没有接下来控制技能？一手举断了一下这边斯文的一手锤，还在往高地上直接冲高地了。但是土猫的话是被这边 FY 的一个后续技能给带走。但是的话，拉比克这波阵亡还是买活死的，会更亏一点。
活之后也不是特别好。完了，这拉希克买活击杀拉比克是吧？
哎，这个 T 的话是什么时候是的？哎，这个位置，接下人马一脚踩，跟上普克输出。
直接带走。那么其实大圣这局经济也不用特别肥。只要保证美杜莎匪大圣能在团战当中站住就可以了。
所以说这把大圣还是需要一个 BKB 的。
对，需要一个 BKB。哎，但这边
刚说完
就死了。
又被应该是被土猫给找到了。
被找到了，
哎，
应该是被找到了。
下路这一波，装备的斯文是带走了这边蝙蝠。
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
还有推推了，这个推应该是会非常的关键。
这波下路有危险了，
别
直接全来了，这波
全来了，
顶住了，找到拉比克
也还行。蝙蝠快走，蝙蝠不能被找到，别。
这波如果说只是一个拉比克的话，还是能接受。
还行，对方开雾来了3个人，但这块大圣，哎，
大圣被找到，
想追到有点难吧？不，你这样跳了一下，看到了呀。王，哎，拉下来了，
直接一手拉下来了，给上个大骨灰，跟上剧毒的一波输出。那这个位置的话 ，AME 根本就走不掉了。
跳了一下，哎，下路这个末日也是被击杀啊，被
看下中路那边的一个情况。
中路这边蝙蝠也被
找到，但是这个位置的话，一手
拉过来的，这陈的机动性好强啊！陈哇，这个回血回的好多，沙格的剧情，开大招，
开大掩护自己。 要不要吹风之类的道具？但是吹风在 CD，
吹风飞机波，蝙蝠也走了。145号位都被击杀。这边死问也是出了这个双刀加上炸弹的抗性套装啊，又肉又有抗性，站在前面刚就完事儿了。毕竟老路的出血非常高的。
那这样的话 ，Secret 也是不费吹灰之力把你这边高地塔破掉了。A 仗，
跳岛有 A 仗。
LGD 在高坡等着，这个位置破了，
拉比克
猫一波输出，先找谁？
其他拉比克这边，
这里的话，这边末日的话是被什么带走？我们看一下其他输出，大致开启大招。看来输出老陈暂时输出上有点不够，剧毒一口喷喷到这边大圣，大圣的话有点搞不清对面输出了，直接被斯文带走。
这一波其实我更新加上一个吹风，这真的跑得非常快，而且血量非常多。
我们的刘道吹风吹到了，跟上一脚踢，发出输出太高了，
带走，直接带走。这移动速度，谁遭得住呀？大圣在下路在线，也不要了，但是这边
开始这波被斯文找到，斯文没开大，但是拉吉克赶了过来，直接带走。
那
大圣还没活，现在场上狼是一个4打5，先开启塔防，稍微延缓一下这边破塔的一个时间。
一下美杜莎，
直接来先手美杜莎，一脚踢到，蝙蝠是拉到了对面的斯问，末日很脆的末日直接被一刀砍死。美杜莎开大 ，Secret 的话先撤退一会儿。
然后开大其实根本不慌，就说了，其实他们家控制能拉满，但是输出真的不够。那输出想打死人真的太难了，就末日给了大了，蝙蝠给了拉了，美杜莎给大了10。这边，
哎，拉希克
直接过来，
直接来找拉比克，
拉比克
一上踢，直接带走。
拉比克死了之后，
拉希克直接来冲脸了，要来冲这边末日和美杜莎的脸。
有盾的老路，一点都不怕。美杜莎大招还开过了，大圣大招
开大的话，先来拆这边防御塔。蝙蝠一手拉到了土猫，这边一手锤到2个，跟着老路一脚踢，跟上老路的输出，一波爆炸，只剩下一个蝙蝠。这样的话，可以恭喜 Secret 是拿下了第2局比赛了。
可以看到第2局 Secret 这个也是稳扎稳打的阵容。
Spec and hold in if needs be. I like that.
These fights are going to be so scary for PSG in the mid game, especially because Leshrat doesn't want to buy BKB with the build currently.
And help you just harass under towers. The illusions tank the tier 1 for you. But FY, he did what he came to do. He just kind of harassed a little bit, leaves lane. Now going to try to deal with the bottom. Puppy almost dying there, but Xnova's quite low. And it looks like Xnova's going to be the one to first die. Puppy with the first blood chalice. Now this is not a surprise to Xnova. We saw he had like I think the 3rd most deaths on average in the first 10 minutes. He's definitely very
early. You have kill potential on him too, which is the really annoying part for SF. But SF, with the help of the Earthshaker, of course, can get kills, and that's exactly why YapSword hanging around this area to be invised up.
This could be a massive idea of it. Pitcher's gonna go out. There it is.
SF can only short raise you if you land a stun.
You know, I kind of like this 5 position matchup, or rather FY's 4. Shadow Demon against the Bat Rider. Because as long as you get a stick, right, he's going to spam Sticky Napalm, you're going to spam Shadow Poison, and very, very often Bat Rider's not going to feel comfortable fighting you. Because you're also getting these really big stacks, and if FY actually lands one last one, it might be the kill, it is.
That's a solo.
They know that as long as he has a good landing phase, right, he should show up in this game pretty strong.
And Xnova gonna run into Puppy here, but still only level 2.
Everyone's just rotating. And look at Xnova, he's just booking it. Straight to mid one. They do manage to get the disruption. There is going to be the haunt out. Mid one's going to be hit by the Stormbolt, but Xnova doesn't have any damage himself. FY is going to be eventually run down by Nisha. Into the tier 1. He's going to try and cut off some of these heroes. He doesn't have the lasso, but he can slow him down with a sticky napalm. FY is definitely going to be caught here. Disruption going out. They're really going to try and fight this one. Ame showing up with the spin, only doing a limited amount of damage. Now they do have the lasso. He picked up level 7 off of that kill. That means they're going to be able to maybe catch Ame, but they actually can't do enough. And now maybe he's here to be able to run down Yapto. That's going to be one. Haunt out, doing a lot of damage, and maybe he dies underneath the tier 1 tower. Nisha didn't even have to commit for it. He goes for the backline. He's going to go for X Nova. One more swing. Down the, he gets it. He does. A long-range swing from Nisha finishes off the tanky Sven. Not gotten that much out of the off lane. Now to all these heroes keep on showing up in his lane, really trying to pressure this tier 1 tower. They're going to go for it though with a Fatal Bond, threatening to go home. They're going to drop it now, long enough to be able to get the lasso onto Maybe once again. Maybe shows up in the bottom lane and dies almost immediately. X Nova.
Radiant's top tower.
Very optimistic TV there, my friend. So it's the full support, easy regen build, so we can always stay on map and always get some farm out of these lanes. But now we're gonna find Puppey here. Maybe he's making his way over. He knows the Team Secret are very likely to still take this fight with a Fatal Bonds onto. Now they managed to get the lasso out as well. Disruption going down thanks to that Fissure. They managed to stall up PSG.LGD long enough they can follow with the Echo Slam to kill the Shadow Demon to spin on top of multiple heroes. But now they do manage to get the hold on it. Maybe once again they just keep on doing this and they beat him down with the help of Yapter. And all these heroes, they're tanky enough, much like game 1 where
Ame's got to find his way out.
The Omni Slash is gonna need a spin away in 2 seconds time. Almost has it. Actually does manage to get a surge from the low ground from his Darkseer. A really good play by Chalice to ensure at least the carry doesn't die, and maybe they kill Zai as well. Give the extra boost of movement speed to X Nova. With the Ion Shell, he'll get the dominating streak of Zai.
Doesn't actually help you at all as a support. His cleave and his ulti are effectively just kind of useless on you because you have no items. You're never going to really find opportunities to utilize that as Zai finds the pickoff, lines it up for the raises for mid 1. The healing ward's going to go down to Ame. Going to spin his way out of this one as Chalice.
Oh, the Yule Scepter. Are they going to be able to slow him down? Yeah, they've got him. The upheaval, the sticky napalm. What else? Find a way to take this tier 1 mid, start opening up the map a bit more for themselves.
Yeah, I still think this is a very 50-50-ish game as they're going to run into Zai here.
Omni Slash, oh no, it went onto the golem. Great use of that by Puppey. Now the Yule Scepter, they know he still has this. They can't hard commit with a great Fissure. Now the Echo Slam from Yasuo, revealing the Blink Dagger. Killing the carry of PSG.LGD. We said that was the high point. Maybe Nisha, they can actually create this out though. This would be okay. Zai's gonna TP in. They're gonna use the glyph to make sure the creep survives, so Nisha's still gonna fall. Now all this AoE damage. He actually lassoed up the last track, but he's taking too much. He will be able to fly away as Yapster once again comes to the rescue. Bouncing back Chalice. They do manage to get the Stormbolt. Yule Scepter stopping him. Managed to get that surge down, and now X Nova slowed down to a crawl. Yapsor can blink in front of him if he wants to make that kind of commitment. FY's going to come forward. They do manage to kill Zai with a disruption onto the SF, slowing down this damage. Still another enchant totem hitting on X Nova, and they're just going to let loose the ultimate just in case. The SF wanted to make sure that they could not go and
Fatal
fight him.
Bonds damage, best target that they could go for because there is a Warlock Golem that will follow up. So they want to go on Puppey instead.
Trying to catch Puppey. They do manage to get the really long range perk. Gonna run. Turn around. Just rock immediately. Nisha's gonna run in. God Strength is gonna be popped. They manage to get the disruption onto this Spectre. They're gonna try and blow up that first life as quick as possible. But there is a position for good upheaval. They also got a really good Fatal Bond, so a lot of PSG.LGD is quite low. They just need to retreat, I think, at this point. Maybe cannot afford anybody to take more damage. And Chalice, Fissured up, Secret. They see that PSG.LGD is waiting for their offlaner. They're not going to abandon him. So that wasn't too bad. PSG.LGD almost immediately taking away that Aegis.
That was great for them. They got the rock out of the way, plus they got the Aegis that they just on with that list with Alliance. I mean, Alliance lost all but 2 of their games, so it's not too surprising. They didn't get a lot of opportunities as they get the jump.
So they're going to try and get him with a haunt here. Throw everything they have in this juggernaut, try and pound him down to the ground. They do manage to get him. No buyback available either, so this is not a fight that PSG.LGD can win. All they can do is try and stem the loss as much as possible. But Zai, he just keeps on running forward. He managed to find now FY, bounce back with a flame break, mid 1, jumping forward. They're going to try and go for this SR stun. Do manage to get a really good wall out as well with this soul buy, but maybe they can. They're just running out of damage at this point, especially since maybe couldn't successfully TP in. If he's gotten that boots of travel and maybe been able to run down some heroes with his Pulse Nova, they could have killed something,
I
but...
think they canceled actually because of mid-one's BKB pop.
yeah, probably.
First to try to be in the forefront. He gets jumped on, and they have so much control that they can just burst him every time. As soon as they get the bat right
That's a lasso and a haste rune. They've got a Yule Scepter for this last track, but I don't know how he survives. They're going to drop the golem. YapzOr gets on top of him as well with his Blink Dagger and Chain. Manta Illusions pushing out top lane, but Secret. Yules, Fisher setting up these raises, just keeping X-Nova controlled up, and I don't know about this Blitz. Maybe he was still dead. Ame is only just TPing to that shrine. I feel like you can't afford these kind of pickoffs. Ame just kind of challenging here. Looking to kill that creep wave.
He's going to spin in and out as
they're going to get Fisher in for the side. They do need to get the Omni Slash on the Puppy, so that'll be a freebie. Be a bit worried about right now because this game has stalled out. The 4,000 net worth for Team Secret. I can't imagine you're going to get one of those giant windfalls you got game one, especially with this kind of movement around the map. Always finding these pickoffs.
Dude, Zai's been everywhere.
Zai.
This game. How can you stop? Just punishing them, and now top 2 net worths in the game belong to Secret. The net worth lead, it just continues to steadily climb. SF getting in position right now, gets disrupted. They're trying to save Chalice here. Zai still on the hunt. Doesn't have his ulti quite yet. He's gonna get purged. But is there a follow-up Ame?
Vacuum as well. X-Nova didn't have that Stormhammer ready to go just yet. Now they're going to get the upheaval. X-Nova knowing that he's in trouble. The Echo Slam jumping to the high ground. They managed to get the Juggernaut. Can they lock him down? They managed to get the spin. Now they get the shrine. Can they actually fight underneath this one? They've got the healing ward as well. That one dies. As mid-one committed his BKB, the Yule Scepter. Okay, they just managed to stop Chalice in his place as soon as he goes for the surge. PSG.LGD actually thought they're going to go back in for this fight, but now they've been fighting balance up, and now they lost their carry. It's the lasso, the double hit from the Rays with the Fatal Bonds that wipes PSG.LGD on their side of the map. So Team Secret are healthy enough. They're ready to go for a high ground push.
The creep wave is right here. They've got the golem down on the ground. Back for his ultimate. And the Juggernaut didn't get his off the entire engagement.
Yeah.
They needed that damage. It looked like it was going to be a great reset for them too. The Echo Slam didn't do nearly enough. They got the Shrine off. They got the healing ward. But just no real opportunities for them to fight. I think part of the problem too is the fact that their Sven that they picked up, we just haven't seen it do anything. Can we actually compare the 5-position hero damage?
Oh yeah, because the Fatal Bonds is doing massive amounts of work in this game. See the damage dealt. Our spend only at 5.7k. Nice vacuum Stormhammer. That's a beauty. But they do manage to get their 4 staffs as well. Their BKB just low though. They're going to be able to finish them off. The Spectre Illusions running forward with the Radiance Burn as well. Puppy just saying, I'm going to give up my life, lay it down just to make sure at least mid-one escapes from this. And it looks like YapzOr will as well, as Ame spots him a little bit late.
They finally get a pretty decent fight together. Darkseer setting all of that up.
And PSG.LGD, they have really good pushing power, so when you win a fight, they're going to be able to go for tier 2s, and I say absolutely go for it here. Go for the full lane of Brax. At least try and force the buyback out of the Spectre, which we know she actually doesn't have. PSG.LGD, they got to play for a win.
And part of what allowed them to win game number 1 was their decisiveness, and they're going to go for it again. They see the opportunity. Secret, they don't want to hard engage. Mid-one doesn't have buyback himself or the BKB. So this should be a free tier 3 tower, and all of a sudden, PSG.LGD, they found their way into the base. They might actually be even in racks after this.
They do have Echo Slam as well as Lasso, so PSG.LGD do need to be careful as they leave the base to make sure none of their carries get picked off. But Zai, he's not going to go for it. Team Secret playing it super.
The BKB completed by the left
lane. They're going to run into FY here. A quick pounce from Team Secret, an easy kill. But nothing that is been a Roshan fight for that ability.
Yeah, they pop back with FY. They want to hard commit to this.
Ame's coming in from the side, is going to be able to kill some vision to start things off. Just make sure they have an advantage. There's going to be the hot mid-one pops BKB, and it's turning. There's going to be the goal. They drop the SF ultimate. They will be able to finish off the Shadow Demon. That's a dive back. But now the other side is 6 on. It's only hitting the rock. The rock doesn't even die to all of that. The SF is fine. Nisha's at half health, and he's ready to go back in as well as he sees that Ame feels uncomfortable with this. He's actually just going to keep going. He doesn't really have a ton of backup here.
Yeah, the SD fought back for that and died. He's gonna get stunned up right now. The Lincoln's is popped, but he manages his way off. He's just trying to stick around the wall at this point.
Yeah. All the Secret have to do is just play patient. They do have this big push that's coming in the bottom lane. It's nice, but Secret know that losing a tier 3 there isn't going to change the game. What is going to change the game is this Roshan fight.
30 seconds for this SD. The wall finally finishes up. They still have the big Echo Slam. Zai went in for it, but in the wrong order.
Oh, they're backing back into the 4 minutes. A 4-man's done. Ame spinning on in the splitter. It's only going to be able to catch the Warlock here. The self-fuels onto mid one. They need to be able to finish off the Radiant Burn. He breaks him down. Echo Slam now from the Avatar. That's going to be able to finish off the Sven in the dark here, but Ame still plenty healthy. He's using more. It's not enough to keep Ame alive. He does have buyback. They need to be able to get Ame out of here and reset, but he actually spins and goes for it. TP's away. Decides better. Thinks the Avatar's going to kill. He may be able to have it too, especially when Maybe, who cuts him off the boots of travel. Now, Maybe, he's going to run to mid one as well, who has a fresh BKB, but Zai was the buyback. Zai does not have the lasso. They have the Fatal Bonds on Maybe as well. Pulling out of the upheaval. He self-fuels. Ame spinning in, trying to help him out the 4 seconds. They need to disrupt him, trying to chase him down. They need to be able to save Maybe. They he's almost dead, but no! And sometimes it's so. Spectre, Dagger trying to get to him. The Purge, he's catching up. He burns him. Ever so barely, he gets the die back on Maybe. And Ame, he's still trying to fight this one out. He sees some supports. He's going to be able to go for Puppy here. Chase him down with the spin. A self-golem though, explosion. It's just Ame. They are already broken the lid. They're going to be able to grab with the lasso as well to hit the enchant on him. He's dead. He has a buyback. Darkseer's up in 5. Sven up in 5. On super low, it's only a 2k HP. Darkseer, he's going to be too far away. Ame, he can't get there in time. He can't TP out, so they are going to be able to get the agents and cheats. Now they have to make sure they don't get picked off here. There's no lasso, but there is a Yules. Ame's still in the area. He's got to be careful. They go the storm hammer into the back and once again to the wall. A great setup. Nisha's in trouble, but he still managed to finish up the Darkseer. But Nisha, he's about to fall here. His first life is gone. A very healthy Ame, but X-Nova's being beaten down by this Golem as he takes out from the flame break bit by bit. Looks like the Radiance burn. They will be able to find him. Ame has his Linken's broken. They're going to try and haunt over into him, but he's underneath their shrine right now, and I think Secret realizing that they're not so sure about this fight. Zai's going to keep the Seeking Napalm up, and they're just going to go for every other hero. It isn't Ame. He does manage to get the Purge, and it is going to be breaking Nisha for a little while, but Ame wants to be able to get Zai instead. He's being guided so much by this. He's got Neil. He's down with the lasso. He's holding it down. Nisha's beating a 1, 2, 3, and that's it. 5 dead from LGD with the wall out, but still, they're doing so much damage to Nisha that all the dispersion damage just bounces back, kills the Darkseer, brings the Sven super low.
Once again,
the
Zai found somebody.
The ultimate chalice is going to be hit by the Golem as well. He does have that surge. Another Eul Scepter going down. They're going to pop the BKB from mid one. They really want this Darkseer. They saw how much power he does in these teams. All slow. He's going to come from the side. They managed to get the vacuum out, but Chalice is still dead. Maybe he's going to try and run down mid one, but he realizes he can't commit, especially with Nisha in the way. So instead, maybe they can go for Zai, who's slowing down more right now. Managed to get the flame break, bump over to the side. Still another 40 seconds for the carries. Juggernaut and Sven. 1 versus 5. Maybe he's certainly not going to be able to do the same, but their damage is so slow. Maybe finally makes his way back. Gonna go.
He's got the ulti.
Ame, I mean, if he could just buy like 10 seconds time, enough for the Sven and Ame to be able to come back up. But now the throne is exposed. Even if the damage is slow, it is inevitable here. Maybe finds his opportunity, but they're gonna call it here even before they go for the bat ride. And that is it, Team Secret. LGD has managed to make it a little bit close. Secret close it out at the end of the game.